Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chris Davis College Football Report. I am your host, Chris Davis. Whoa, what a weekend we have. That starts tomorrow night in college football. Boise State and South Florida in that game Saturday in Tallahassee, Florida, with the Seminoles and the Crimson Tide. It's sure to be a very heated battle at Doak Campbell Stadium on Bobby Bowden Field in Tallahassee, Florida. There'll be many other games this weekend. Ole Miss is playing Georgia State. Mississippi State's playing Southern Miss. A little interstate rivalry. I remember when I was a kid growing up, they used to play often, and now they just sort of come and go. But then there's, of course, Notre Dame and Miami. And like I said, several other great football games this weekend. We're all going to be interested in. I know I mowed the yard this past weekend, so I can just watch football nonstop. And so we're raring to go. If you have any comments or concerns or whatever, please feel free to put it in the area of chat or whatever, the comments section, and see what you have to say. Maybe you agree with what I say, and maybe you don't. That's okay. God bless you. If you want to be wrong, that's your business, not mine. All right, folks. Starting up first, Boise State versus South Florida. Boise State, I think, is a favorite in this matchup. And I disagree. I mean, they're good. Boise State is usually pretty good, but I think South Florida is going to get them. I think it'll be a heck of a ball game. Auburn plays Baylor. Well, it could go either way, I guess you could say. But I think, but I've seen Hugh Freeze not be tickled with Jackson Arnold, his quarterback he got from Oklahoma. But I don't really. I mean, Baylor. I mean, they usually score a lot of points. I'm gonna go probably with Auburn just because they got probably better athletes. But Jackson Arnold, I've seen Hugh Freeze. He's like Steve Spurrier impersonation, throwing his visor or whatever all over the place. Relax, Hugh. It's okay. Bless his heart. Next up, probably the biggest game across the nation, unless you're a Seminole or Crimson Tide, I guess. Texas, Ohio State. Texas is number one, and Ohio State's number two. Texas is going to Ohio State. Ohio State's going to have one of the quarterbacks who left Alabama playing for him and starting for him. And I just don't understand. I mean, I've said it once. I've said it a million times. I don't understand what everybody sees in Arch Manning. Maybe he'll have a great game against Ohio State. Maybe he is all world like some of his grandpa and his uncles. But you got to prove it first. I mean, but I think going to Columbus, I think Ohio State's going to be victorious, and we'll have a new number one. The team I thought should be number one in my poll, personally. But what do I know? Next up, Illinois from the Big Ten. Brent Bielema. I know I said his name wrong probably, but he's a good coach. He's been a good coach wherever he's been. And, I mean, Illinois is probably just a better team. This is like a scrimmage for them. Western Illinois, kind of like East Texas A&M. I've never even heard of them, but, hey, whatever. God bless them. Illinois is just probably going to beat them by 30 or 40 points. Another good game of this weekend. Tough Tennessee's going to take on a tough Syracuse squad. I know some people say, "Oh, they're from the ACC, Syracuse, they good or whatever." Don't underestimate Syracuse. They got a good coach. He's got a good thing going on up there in Syracuse. While Tennessee, you really don't know what you got with your quarterback. I agree. They got better by getting rid of that Nico Amaliva guy. But how good are they really? I think Josh Heupel's a good coach. It's going to be a good matchup. I look forward to watching it. Georgia and Marshall. Georgia ought to win this game in a rout. Poor old Marshall lost all their players they saved from went to Southern Miss when the coach did. And they got to open up at Georgia. Well, bless their heart. Hope the rest of the year gets better after this. Penn State and Nevada. Penn State, they'll just overwhelm Nevada. Nevada's going to Penn State for a check. The Nittany Lions will pay them very well to get whooped, and that's what I figure is going to happen to the Nevada. It's probably going to get ugly. Here's an interesting matchup. UTSA, Texas San Antonio, and Texas A&M. Now, I've had some people tell me that, hey, Chris, Texas San Antonio was good toward the end of last year. Well, that all remains to be seen. It's a big challenge to go to Texas A&M and beat them in front of all them people. But I like Texas A&M's coach, Mike Elko. He's doing a good thing. They're tough, they're hard nosed, and it'll be a good game. And I'm going to surprise some people with this one. I think University of Texas San Antonio is going to get them in a shocker. There's going to be a couple of shockers this weekend. That's what I'm saying. The next game up, LSU and Clemson. This is going to be a battle between two good quarterbacks. Garrett Nussmeier from LSU and Clemson with Cade Klubnik, who's, both young men are on a lot of All-American teams, blah, 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 Player of the Year, Heisman Trophy stuff. And then it will also be the battle of which one really has the best Death Valley. And I just don't trust Brian Kelly as a coach. He seems to choke an awful lot in big games. And I think he's I'm sorry to say this, but LSU fans, no. I mean, I think LSU, both teams are equally talented. I just, on the road, Brian Kelly always seems to choke a lot. And he's going to choke in this game, too. The next matchup, another great matchup. It's going to be a good television to watch. South Carolina and the Hokies of Virginia Tech. Everybody's talking big about this quarterback that South Carolina's got. And I'm sure he's good. And Beamer, he's an okay coach. While at Virginia Tech, they do have talent. And but I think their coach is on the hot seat. And somehow or another, Virginia Tech always seems to get talent over in Virginia Tech. Every coach that's been there has talent. And that area is just great. And wait a second. No, Joseph. No, go Big Red. Go Noles. You watch it, buddy. People these days. You think you know them, I'll tell you. But it'll be a good. I plan on watching it. I think it'll be a good battle, and hard nose. And I think that it could go either way. And I just think Virginia Tech's going to win. They're just tough, and who knows? Maybe they can win one for the coach. He needs a big win, and this would help. The next game on the agenda, let's see, Notre Dame and Miami. Notre Dame's got to go to Miami. That's going to be tough for that heat, and plus Notre Dame has freshman quarterbacks. But I think they got a better coach than Mario Cristobal. I think Notre Dame has a better coach than Marcus Freeman. He's just a good coach, and I really like him. Notre Dame, no comment. But anyway, I don't care for the U. But I think it's going to be a tough game, and I believe, Notre Dame's going to get them in the upset. It's going to be a good ball game, but I think somehow or another Notre Dame's going to go down there and figure it out, and they're going to beat them. Ole Miss, Georgia State. Well, Ole Miss should win this game. However, be careful. I know y'all got a new quarterback. He's a good young quarterback. But be careful. Georgia State has pulled the upset in the past. I remember they went to Tennessee years ago and beat Tennessee in Knoxville. But we shall see this year. Ole Miss will be all right. They have better talent, and I just think it'll be a good scrimmage. You just be careful, Ole Miss. Y'all better watch out. All right. The next game up, the Bulldogs of Mississippi State versus them Golden Eagles from Southern Miss in Hattiesburg land. It's going to be a great game. Two teams that are sort of down. Let's just be honest. They can only go get better from here. Both teams had a rough season like my Seminoles did last year, and good Lord willing, I hope they get better. I hope it's a good game. Back in the day, these Southern Miss Mississippi State battles were incredible. If some of you young people never heard of a quarterback from Southern Miss before Brett Favre, there was a young man down there. Well, he's an old man now. But anyway, Reggie Collier, he was incredible. He gave my Seminoles fits, and he was a heck of a quarterback. And he beat Mississippi State, I think, a time or two down there. But it might be a little bit painful to watch, but it could, but I think Mississippi State, because they're a little bit more talented, I think they will get the Golden Eagles. All right. Saving the best for last. Well, in my humble opinion, it's the best, but that's my opinion. Florida State and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. The Crimson Tide come down to Tallahassee from Tuscaloosa this Saturday at 2:30. It'll be on ABC. It should be a heck of a matchup. From Alabama's perspective, I know they'll be down a running back, but they got talent. They'll probably have 4 or 5 other good running backs. And they're down a defensive tackle, I believe, that came out today that said that he was going to miss the game. However, but they're talented. They'll have a new quarterback. They got, some good wide receivers. Ryan Williams, probably one of the best in the country. And their defense is going to be good. But the Seminoles, as most of y'all know, are my team. We are looking to rebound this year. And I think we will. I think we got good running backs. Our depth at the quarterback position, Thomas Castellanos going to do a good job. But I think the Kevin Sperry guy and Brock Lynn will do fine too if they have to play. The only position that kind of concerns me is maybe the defensive line, and other than that, I think we'll be all right. I don't know a lot about this 3-3-5 that Tony White is going to be running for Florida State, but we'll see how it works Saturday at 2:30, I reckon, and how will Malzahn's offense with our new offensive line. Will our offensive line be able to push the Crimson Tide back? I think we will. I think we got some good offensive linemen. A lot better than we had last year, which ain't saying much, but I think they'll move them back, way back. And I think it'll be a good ball game. I will end this kind of by making my prediction known by the sound of the fight song of the team I think is going to win the Alabama Florida State matchup. You hope you're ready for it, as I am. Come on. Psych! Wrong! No, that will not be the winner of the game Saturday. The winner of the game between Florida State and Alabama will be none other than the Florida State Seminoles. Are you ready, Crimson Tide? You better be, because the Seminoles are ready. And we're coming to get you come Saturday at 2:30 from Doak Campbell Stadium on the campus of Florida State University. Hit it, Marching Chiefs. Ain't it pretty? Florida-State. Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! And folks, you heard it here first. I might be the lone person standing on the mountain thinking the Seminoles can do it, but dadgummit, as Coach Bowden would say, I believe in my nose. And I've heard roll whatever all week. Well, we're going to get you, rascals. Coach Norvell and the rest of the gang are going to be ready. It'll be a heck of a ball game. Having said that, God bless to all my Alabama friends. And all the people who give me a hard time saying that road, I'm not going to say it, stuff. God bless them. And y'all have a great rest of the week. We're almost done. And go Noles.